Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Nightly Sports Call.
All right, Susan, thanks very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Allegheny Health Network Nightly Sports Call. We take your calls here at 412-575-2600. You can also tweet us at KDPomp is the Twitter address. Lots to get into. Of course, the big game this weekend is the Steelers and the Ravens. And what will happen? Both teams 2-1, but both teams struggling offensively in the early going. It was Baltimore getting hammered by Jacksonville in London, England last week, 44-7. Joe Flacco looked awful. Probably the worst loss in the Harbaugh/Flacco era. The Steelers, on the other hand, had their issues too. In the red zone, could not come up with touchdowns when they needed them. And as a result, they lose to the Chicago Bears. And you watched last night on Thursday Night Football, and the Bears looked real bad against a Green Bay team that looked real good. So the Steelers need to get something consistently going. It starts offensively. The good news is, from an injury point of view, they get people back, including Stephon Tuitt. He returns. T.J. Watt will also return. Ramon Foster says he will play, although he's had a nagging and painful wrist injury that he suffered through all week. He did practice today. Not sure about Marcus Gilbert, not sure about Sean Davis or Mike Mitchell, all those guys listed as questionable. So it is a big game. You'll see it on KDKA. We begin, as always, at 11:30 a.m., and then 2 hours of post-game Pittsburgh CW right after the game. Also, we'll be talking a lot about college football. Pitt has what should be a bye week for them. They have Rice tomorrow at Heinz Field. Panthers 1-3, looking to get something going here, and then after that they get back into notable names that they're used to playing, like Syracuse, even though that's not a great team. But Rice was up next, and if they can get a win, they go to 2-3. But certainly the ACC road looks a little bit more difficult than I think a lot of people first thought. As far as Penn State, they'll be up in action against Indiana after their amazing win last week on the last play of the game, a walk-off touchdown pass. And what a good one it was from Trace McSorley to Juwan Johnson in the back of the end zone. No time left, and they win at Iowa, which is not an easy place to play. We also have a lot going on with the Pirates as far as 2 games left. We saw tonight that Garrett Cole ended his season. He finished his 12-12 with a 4.26 ERA, got into the 6th inning tonight. Just not very consistent all season long, and he is a big part of next year. If they don't trade him, he's got to be the Garrett Cole we saw a few years ago on a more consistent basis. Just has not done that. 2 games left, and then the baseball playoffs begin. Washington, if I'm them, I'm playing their regulars for Dusty Baker tomorrow and the next day because they don't play again until Friday when they host the Chicago Cubs. So that's a 5-day layoff. You want to get those guys as many at-bats as you can get. I would start them, take them out by the 6th or 7th inning, give them some opportunity to swing the bat before this layoff. So we'll talk about that, and a lot of hockey fans out there anxiously awaiting the start of hockey season. The banner raising begins on Wednesday night, 8 o'clock against the St. Louis Blues. That's the first game of the regular season. I'd love to talk hockey with you tonight. It would be a good diversion, trust me. So call 412-575-2600 right here on the Bordas & Bordas hotline. We'll talk about who you think should be with Sidney Crosby consistently on the line or with Evgeny Malkin. Defensively, a lot of interesting, depth-wise. They got a lot of talent on this team. And they should be one of the favorites to do it again. As hard as it is to three-peat, the Penguins are going to be the team to beat right now in the Eastern Conference. So we have a lot to get into. They'll have one more preseason game tomorrow at home against Columbus. It's the kids' game in front of 18,000 screaming kids tomorrow afternoon at PPG Paints Arena. So now it's your turn. Call, sound off. Let me know what you think. 412-575-2600 right here live on Pittsburgh CW.